Coming up on International Trade Focus. We shall take a look at the future of Ghana's jewelry industry, exploring the impacts of the Gold Statement and the Lapidary Institute in shaping its global success. Hi there, welcome to our coverage on the future of Ghana's jewelry industry. Now, Ghana's rich history in gold and gemstones is well known, but on today's edition of International Trade Focus, we are going to explore how this heritage is shaping the country's future. Now, with the recent launch of the Lapidary Institute of Ghana and the Gold Statement 2024, there's been a renewed focus on positioning Ghanaian gold jewelry on the global stage. On this episode, we will delve into the current state of the industry, examining its significant contributions to the economy through job creation, export revenues, and many more. We'll also uncover the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead for local artisans and businesses as they strive to meet international standards and expand their reach. My name is Anna Spio. This episode promises to be insightful. Don't go away. International Trade Focus is brought to you by Gol Good Energy, ADB, Truly Agric and more, Public Elegance and Pediasi Valley Resort. On our focal point segments this week, we will take a closer look at the evolving jewelry industry. We'll hear from key stakeholders, government representatives, industry experts, and local artisans who will share their insights on how the industry is changing and the support systems being implemented to drive its growth. We'll also take an in-depth look at the Lapidary Institute of Ghana and its role in value addition within the gemstone sector, highlighting how it's positioning Ghana's gemstones on the global market for greater success. Our focal point segment comes up next. Welcome to Ghana, a country known for its rich deposits of gold and gemstones. For centuries, these treasures have played a crucial role in the nation's history and economy. But today, the future of Ghana's jewelry industry is taking center stage, driven by initiatives like the Gold Statement and the launch of the Lapidary Institute of Ghana. Ghana, once known as the Gold Coast, has a long-standing reputation as a major producer of gold and precious stones. The country's rich deposits have not only shaped its economy, but also its cultural identity. In 2022, Ghana produced approximately 129.2 metric tons of gold, making it the largest producer in Africa and one of the top producers globally. The mining sector, including gold and gemstones, contributed around 8% to Ghana's GDP, with gold generating $6 billion in export revenue. Despite the wealth of resources, the full potential of Ghana's jewelry industry remains untapped. Local artisans face challenges in meeting international standards and accessing global markets. However, recent developments are paving the way for a brighter future. The global jewelry industry is a thriving market valued at approximately $270 billion in 2023. This vast market continues to grow, driven by increasing consumer demand for luxury goods, innovative designs, and precious materials. Major players in the industry are tapping into emerging markets and investing in new technologies to create unique, high-quality pieces. For Ghana, the opportunity to position itself within this lucrative industry is immense. With its abundant natural resources and growing expertise in jewelry making, Ghana is well placed to capture a significant share of the market. By focusing on value addition and quality standards, Ghanaian artisans and businesses can benefit from the increasing demand for unique and ethically sourced jewelry. The Lapidary Institute of Ghana, established in 2024, is the first of its kind in the country. It was created to address the gaps in skills and training within the gemstone industry, providing local artisans with the knowledge and tools to add value to raw gemstones. Students like Rosemary represent the next generation of jewelers in Ghana, equipped with the skills to transform raw materials into exquisite pieces that can compete on the global market.
I'm studying lapidary because I've seen, or since I came here, I saw that it's something new in the Ghana market, because most people think it's only gold and silver that we can use for jewelry. But when you come and learn about lapidary, it's more about using gemstones to make jewelries, or some of them are used for ornament. So I'm studying to know more of the kind of stones we have and those ones that I can use for jewelry to sell it to the outside market. I have diploma in midwifery. So yes, I'm a midwife by profession. Yes, I think that you can't only focus on that aspect. You also need to do something like a side business. So when I heard of this, I decided to venture into it. And when I came, one thing that drew my attention was some of the stones that are used for health benefits. So I got to know that we have obsidian, black obsidian. It's used to drive away bad energies. We have rose quartz too. Some of them also gives understanding, like the whole light. So I've really learned a lot with this, and I can reach out to the my client that come to the world that we have stones that are also used for jewelry, so they can purchase it. And I believe that from this, they also reach out to other people, and by this, it's going to open up the market that, oh, we have gemstones around too. Before I heard about this thing, I told myself that it's only about going to break stones. Seriously, so I didn't want to come at all. But one man who was taking the contact of those who want to venture told me that, no, so far as I'm home now, I should just come and try. So when I came, I said, oh, really? It's not about what I thought. It's just it's this easier. So I think that it has really met my expectations, and I believe that we are not done with the class. So there are more things in place for us to learn. When you come to the lapidary hub here, we have a process that we go through. The stones go through processes before they become what we see on the market. So for someone to venture into that, I believe that it's going to help the person, because after it goes through all the processes here, even before it goes out to the jeweler, you can even sell those stones as you've not done anything on it. After it has been polished, you can even sell it, and that will even get you more money before even you getting into the jeweler to fix something on. So I believe that if people venture into this and they learn from the processes, and one thing is that lapidary is not only about breaking and polishing of stones. Some of the stones are not cut, so you can just form it into, let's say, a mineral tree. We have other things like rock artistry that you can use for that. So I believe that when the people come to learn more about lapidary, your passion, you'll be able to decide whether I want to cut the stones, or I want to venture into rock artistry, or I want to do even carving. All these things forms under lapidary. So it is you, when you come and you know where your passion falls, then you choose what you'll be able to do. And I believe that this one will get you more money. Lapidary has come to stay. We are the pioneers of the Institute of Ghana, Lapidary. And I want to encourage everyone, if you're home and you don't have anything doing, I want to tell you that come and learn lapidary. It's just simple. It's not anything complex, just that you need to follow instructions. And I believe that with our background so far, we've learned a lot. We are still moving on. But I just want you to take that risk, and you will never, never regret for coming to learn lapidary.
Janet Jakpa, a jeweler, shared that since the establishment of the Lapidary Institute of Ghana, they've been able to source gemstones locally rather than relying on imports. She noted that the quality of gemstones obtained from the institute meets international standards, showcasing a significant improvement in both availability and quality.
Formerly, we used to import stones from outside Ghana, and that is what we rely on mostly. But now that we have a lapidary in Ghana, about 80% of the stones we now use for our jewelries are locally produced stones. And one good thing about these stones is that most of them have meanings, some are medicinal, and that creates a very beautiful attraction to customers. The quality is the same and not the same. In terms of finishing, is the same. But because of the meanings we have to our stones like jasper, tiger eye, And those stones, some are medicinal, some bring serenity, and some gives you peace of mind because of the medicinal aspects of most of them too. People get attracted to it more. And because this one is something like in a form of a national pride, you can say proudly that this one is made in Ghana and the quality is of international standard.
Isaac Tete Ajovu is the Director of Academics at the Lapidary Institute of Ghana. He explains that the institute was established with the primary goal of promoting and advancing the knowledge and skills related to gemstones and lapidary arts.
The Lapidary Institute was set up as a passion to me personally. I'm a geologist by profession, and as part of the projects that we do in geology, I pick the cutting, grinding, and polishing of jasper as a project, and that was in the early 80s. So since then, I developed the art of lapidary. And then in 2019, I started the actual lapidary, and I was selling this thing on Jumia. And then I got involved with the gold statement, and that is when I met all the jewelers. And then I realized that they were using a particular stone, which we don't even have it in Ghana here. And I thought to Madam Judy that why don't we look at having our own stones here in Ghana? And that is how the genesis started from. And then we formed a company which was officially incorporated in March 2024. And then the first students started in April, which were 8. So that is how the Lapidarian Institute started. Since the institute started, the jewelers, as they testified, they now pick some of the stones we do from here. Jasper will send some pictures of how they've used some of the stones here to add to the gold and the silver things they do. That brings enhancement and value addition to all the work that they've been doing. So previously, they've been using only cubic zirconium to do most of their work. But now they use amethyst, which we have here. They use jasper, they use rose quartz to add value to the gold. Currently, the essence of this one is knowing that in the mining sectors like this, most of these young people and some of the women are left out whilst their men go to work. So we tend to go to those areas to, as it were, make them aware that even though your husband is there, you can also do something that if you go back to your community, you can come together and then produce scientists and be self-sufficient. So that's the training we are giving them so that in the future, they will be self-sufficient to produce basic jewelry, basic stones that they can use and sell easily and make a living on. Currently, we are doing it freely. We are not charging them anything because we want them to gain a knowledge and they also go out to give it out. So currently, we are doing it freely. So everybody that will be able to see this video and do all this thing, they are all invited to come. I teach freely, give out the knowledge, impart knowledge to them, and then they can also go and set up. Probably in the future, I'm the Director of Academic Affairs for the Institute. So I teach, educate, and train them as to what they should be doing. We have some partners that we started with in the goal statement that they sponsor some of these things. We have certain equipments, that big equipment over there costs over 40,000 and over. We have other ones with also getting that are so expensive. So all these things are from benefactors, industry players, some of the mining companies that we deal with that have been helping us to do this thing. So we are looking for more sponsors. Even as to the students that have started now, how would they come out? What would they be doing? We are talking to the covert to give them certificates so that with the certificate, they can also do something. We are also talking to other agencies to do other aspects of how they'll come out and do in the management and other things that, so that's what we are doing now, to make sure that they don't just come out, but they come out with a certificate that they can say, yes, I've gone through 16 weeks of lapidary training, and this is what I have, and they can also stand on their own. In the next years ahead, is for us to set up, expand this institute not only in Accra here, but to have sectors in other regions, so that we go to Obuasi, where mining is taking place. Young people are there, and most of them get up in the morning, they don't know where to go. And this Galamsey issue, if they have something that they are doing, they will not get involved in this Galamsey issue. Put them together and set up units at various mining centers and other areas that they are less endowed people that want to get involved. The institute is located just at the La On Stream restaurant currently as we speak, and it's just opposite the Labade Beach Hotel. So then we have contacts that we share. As the director of academics, my contact is also there. So everything that has to do with training and those of things all comes to me. But it's a teamwork. So the other team also play their role. And all these things is to the great help of Madam Judy, the CEO of Rapport Services, that started this goal statement and has brought all these things together. Without her, we couldn't have created all this. Because most of these things here were done by her personally before other players also got involved.
The Gold Statement is an annual exhibition, conference, and jewelry show that plays a pivotal role in promoting value addition to Ghana's sustainably mined precious minerals. Established by Rapport Services in collaboration with the Jewelers Association of Ghana and other partners, the Gold Statement brings together stakeholders from across the industry, including policymakers, to discuss strategies for enhancing the value of Ghana's mineral resources. The event also features jewelry exhibition and fashion show, providing a platform for Ghanaian jewelers and goldsmiths to showcase their craftsmanship. It's an opportunity for these artisans to connect with international buyers and further establish Ghana's reputation in the global jewelry market. There's no doubt that Ghana's jewelry industry has witnessed some advancements, but despite these advancements, the industry faces significant challenges. High production costs, limited access to modern equipment, and the need for continuous training are hurdles that artisans must overcome. However, with the support of initiatives like the Lapidary Institute and the Gold Statement, there are promising opportunities ahead.
Today's launch for me is significant. It's an election year. We are going to make all the noise usually. But so much has been achieved by the Gold Association, the Jewelry Association. The establishment of the Lapidary Institute that we are going to launch today is a big thing. Despite all the expected talking in town, very good people, Ghanaians, are working towards results. Last year, there was a whole lecture on lapidary. This year, we are launching it, and there is a book to go with it. From the Standards Authority side, what I would say is that we support your work. And what I'm hoping within the time that I'm here, and that I'm also president for the African Organization for Standardization, is to move the Lapidary Institute and its work to the African stage for only two reasons. One, Africa leads in these artistic works. And two, it represents making money and creating jobs and opportunities for our people. The Europeans haven't done much in that space. It rests with us. So it's an opportunity that I'm hoping that we will not throw away. Let us grab it, establish African standards which we can lead easily and quickly at no cost to you, and put Africa on the map. Nobody will do it for us.
Last year, when we gathered here, we announced that, apart from the Jewelers Association of Ghana, Gold Statement had formed close partnership with Women in Mining Ghana and Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners. And this is progressing smoothly. Our collaboration with Beyond the Return has yielded some positive results. Likewise, our close association with the African Minerals Development Center, AMDC, whose recognition of our bold strides to project the work of jewelers on the continent has thrown its support behind us. The progress so far achieved is through God's grace and hard work. The introduction of the use of gemstones in the Ghanaian jewelry art form necessitated a close collaboration with experts from East and Central Africa, especially Zambia. And it is worthy of note that, having participated in last year's conference, they plan to join us this year on a grand scale. It will interest you to know that the Lapidary Institute of Ghana, which came into being on Wednesday, 27th March 2024, is now operational. Our first intake of students was on Monday, 15th April 2024, and I'm happy to announce that for the first time, young Ghanaian students are being trained in the art of gemstone cutting and polishing. To our pioneer students, I will encourage you to focus on your training, as you will be the first to acquire the special skill. Do not look back, rather spread the good news to other young people to take advantage of this opportunity. We are in the process of registering with the Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, COTVET, to enable the Institute award certificates to our students on graduation. None of the above have come easy. We are very grateful to our benefactors who have stood shoulder to shoulder with us throughout this period. We will continue to pray for them to be more successful so that they are always able to support us in our endeavor to put Ghana on the map as a gold and gemstone hub in Africa. We kindly request our sponsors and all others to assist us fully equip the training workshop to enhance our production. We appeal to government to put policies in place that will better serve jewelers in general. Mere rhetoric about the importance of value addition to gold and other minerals by government appointees without any real assistance to the industry is not the way to go. We can't continue sending our gold, diamonds, and other gemstones out of the country in its raw state. It is wrong. Gold Statement and its partners have walked the talk till date. We need genuine commitment from decision makers.
Now, one of our major issues is being able to trade on the international market. And because we don't have standardized or local standardized tariffs or figures here, it makes it difficult for us to compete internationally. So once that is sorted out, it gives us a better ground to compete, because now we are in a global village. And if with the internet, you can market your things very easily. If we don't regularize our stuff properly, we have a lot of problems. So we appreciate all the support that you're giving to ensure that this is done. Because we'll be launching Lapidary, I won't be talking too much on gold, but I'll still give you a bit of a story. But just a little bit of what is going on with the jewelry industry. We have been working hand in hand with Gold Statement, and to be honest, they've really projected the jewelry industry with a lot of support. A few years ago, before COVID, we had a roundtable discussion where we were on a committee that was pushing value addition. And to be honest, we've made great strides over the years. And we're very appreciative, especially Judy. She's really been marvelous in terms of helping us push the agenda. And in saying that, I must say that the jewelers are appreciative. But one of the issues we have been facing is gold prices have climbed considerably. Now, it's a good thing, but not too good, in the sense that our raw material now is so much more expensive that finishing pieces for clients is becoming more and more expensive. So we need to find ways of working hand in hand with our clients to ensure that they are happy and we are also able to give them good works. Gold has played a significant role throughout the ages. So coming down recently to Libya and most recently to what is happening in the world today. You notice that there were sanctions placed on Russia, but because they had loads of gold reserves, they were able to weather the storm. And anytime there's turbulence in the world, there's always a reliance on gold. And that is what has pushed gold prices up considerably for us. But that being said, we are not perturbed, and we will ensure that we'll still give you the good pieces that we can, and ensure that we make use of our local stones that are being produced now, and use what is coming from the lapidary. Because a lot of the time we're going out to buy these stones for usage. So now that we have an institute here, it's going to make things even better.
The Gold Statement is the flagship West African event, or I even dare say African event, showcasing jewelry, talent, products, and sharing of knowledge. The importance of this event cannot be underestimated. A large part of the jewelry market is foreign, despite Ghana being a top producer of gold. Gold is arguably the most popular metal for luxury pieces. The Gold Statement therefore offers a platform for all stakeholders along the jewelry value chain to interact, improve on their knowledge and skills whilst expanding their markets. This initiative is a practical act of advocacy for value addition in the mining sector. For women in mining Ghana and women on the continent, the interest in this event is very high. We would like to thank Gold Statement for inspiring us at WIM. Apart from the women who are already in jewelry, some of us have been inspired as well. Personally, last year, myself and Aminata Hero collaborated. The challenge for me personally, and for all of us at Women in Mining, is how to sensitize the larger WIM group. Also, how do we make the training accessible to them? We are doing the training. I mean, this is the beginning. The training now is in Labadi, is in Accra, and when we shared the initiative, you know, you have people from Takwa, from Ebrim asking, Madam, how do I take part in this training? And so as we go on, we need to think around that, and, you know, how can we find affordable accommodation and, you know, maybe run the training continuously or weekends or something. So this is something that we keep discussing with Mr. Ajovu, but we are very excited about it because it is a game changer.
CEO of Rapport Services and board member of the Minerals Commission, Judy Nako-Kreyam, highlighted the critical role of collaboration and strategic initiatives such as the Gold Statement.
When I joined the Minerals Commission in 2017, one of the things that we did was that we, through the minister at that time, Asoma Chema, we commissioned a policy paper on gold value addition. And we submitted it to the minister, who was supposed to take it to cabinet. That's as far as I know. However, the Minerals Commission supports the jewelry industry, the Jewelers Association of Ghana members, you know, to go through training, marketing, new skills, etc. So far, that's what we are doing, the Minerals Commission. Well, one of the important things now is that, you know, we are going to push to ensure that the policy is adopted and implemented to ensure that value addition to gold, where, you know, apart from other gold products, the jewelry products especially, and then assist private sector to help turn Ghana into a jewelry hub, to compete, you know, on the international scene with places like Dubai. For us, it will be easy because we actually mine gold here. Recently, about 2 weeks ago, the Vice President commissioned a new refinery It's a private sector and government company that are going to refine gold to ensure that other properties like silver, like platinum, etc., that come out of gold can be easily accessed by the industry, the jewelry industry. You know, Gold Statement has come a very long way, and we've worked closely with both members of the Jewelers Association of Ghana and other private individuals who are also in jewelry making. Of late, we have registered the institute, the Lapidary Institute of Ghana, and we are teaching young men and women how to cut and polish stones, because we feel that the stones of Ghana have not been recognized. And we have come to the knowledge that if we work on it and ensure that it's incorporated in the jewelry we make, it gives it even better value. We expect that government will give us even more support. Minerals Commission is giving us adequate support, but we need more, especially supply of refined gold to jewelers at a price that will make their work reasonable to sell. Nobody wants a gift, but we want circumstances that would aid us to better serve the people of Ghana. Because if we can do it here, why go elsewhere? And I think that is the policy of every government from now on, that whatever we can source here, whatever we can buy here, whatever we can produce here, should be encouraged. Gold Statement 2024 is going to be remarkable in the sense that we're expecting quite a few jewelers from abroad, gemstone cutters and gemstone dealers from abroad. We ourselves, our Lapidary Institute, is also going to produce gemstones of Ghana for show. The jewelers we are working with now are from all over Ghana. Some of them belong to the association, some do not. But the thing is, once you're a Ghanaian and you're a jeweler, we are dealing with you. Once you're using made in Ghana gold and stones to do your jewelry, we are encouraging you to be part and parcel of the exhibition, which is going to come on between the 28th and 30th of November. The conference will be on the 28th. 29th, there'll be a big training for all jewelers and gemstone cutters and polishers. And then on the 30th, we'll have a big gala at Marriott. Gold Statement is the only event that talks about gold value addition. And we are very proud to say that we've come a very, very long way with very little help, but we have private partners who have always supported us in everything we do.
Ghana's jewelry industry is undergoing a transformation driven by innovation, education, and strategic initiatives. The global jewelry market is vast, and with the right positioning, Ghana can carve out a significant niche. By continuing to focus on quality and value addition, Ghanaian artisans can capitalize on the growing demand for unique and ethically sourced jewelry worldwide.